All right, y'all. So today we are taking the Brightline train from Orlando to Miami. We're hopping on a cruise this weekend and we're going to take you along for the ride in the train.
Yeah, this is a more convenient way to get down there than driving in 5 hours worth of Florida traffic. So for us, it was a 2 hour ride over from Tampa and then a 3 hour ride down to Miami. So it's going to be fun, convenient. We're going to take you along for the ride.
Yeah, we're going to show you all around the terminal, how to check your bag, get through the terminal, and what the train ride's like. So let's see if we can dig it.
Now, the Brightline train station is actually located at the Orlando International Airport. So you're going to want to just follow the signs for the airport, but you're going to want to specifically look for the ones marked Terminal C. Now, follow the signage and you'll see specific lanes designated just for the Brightline station. Now, if you're just getting dropped off, let's say by Uber or friends, you're going to want to tell them to follow the brown signs, and that'll take you right up to the front of the Brightline train station. So just continue to follow the signs, and the Brightline train station is located at Terminal C. Now, we reserved the parking spot ahead of time in parking garage C. For 7 nights we were parked there, it was a total of $224, and that came out to about $32 a day. You decide to go with this option. At the parking garage C, it's going to be on the 4th floor. So after you get parked, you're going to find an elevator, go up to level 5 where the actual Brightline train station is located. Now, as soon as you come off the elevators on level 5, you're going to see a signage for the Brightline train station. Now, to be honest with y'all, they have a ton of signage throughout this journey, so it's going to be really hard to get lost unless you're trying to. Now, if y'all are finding this video helpful, the only thing we're ever going to ask from you as our audience is give us a like, a share, and if you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We do appreciate each and every one of you, and it does really help our channel continue to be able to grow. Now, after about a 3 to 5 minute walk, depending on your pace, after you get off the elevators there on level 5, you're going to see the entrance to the Brightline train station. Now, as soon as you enter the station, they have a bag dimension for both your carry-on and check bags, so you can test your luggage. This is also where you're going to find the ticket kiosks if you haven't purchased your tickets ahead of time. We'll talk more about the different class of tickets that are available here coming up in just a moment. So after a quick bag check, ticket scans, and a check through security, we're in.
All right, y'all. Well, we just made it through the Brightline security, got our bags checked. Now we're going to take you for a spin around the terminal and show you what there is to do while you're waiting for your train to depart.
And we might grab a drink at Mary Mary, the bar that's in here. So.
Absolutely. Go for your name, Mary Mary.
It's vacation.
Exactly.
So Brightline does offer a premium ticket option, which for this particular trip on the day we were traveling would have been $199 each way. Now, personally, we didn't feel it was worth it for what you get, but apparently they have a selection of food, soft drinks, beer, wine in the premium lounge. Now, in full transparency, we were at the Mary Mary bar having a drink, and some of the people that did have the premium option ticket were sitting at the bar next to us. They kind of didn't really think it lived up to the expectation, but could have just been an off day. But yeah, so just a little full transparency. That's what the word on the street was that day about the premium lounge. Now, like any great travel terminal or travel hub, they have a place to buy snacks, drinks, and merchandise if you're interested. Now, the middle tier ticket, the smart ticket, this is the one that we actually got for this trip, and on this particular day we're $89 each way. And now the lowest price ticket they have is the Smart Saver, and those are $59 each way on this particular day. Just be warned, there are no real perks there either, including no assigned seating. And this is the Smart Lounge area. It's actually really big. There's a lot of seating areas. There's places where you can sit, do work, charging stations. So yes, again, they make it very comfortable, and as you can see, it wasn't too crowded in here either. And as we round the corner, we are back here at the terminal bar, Mary Mary.
All right, y'all. Well, we just showed you the terminal. Now we're going to just chill and wait for our train, and we'll take you on the 3-hour ride down to Miami with us.
All right, time to do some chilling.
Here we go.
The Mary Mary bar is not only a full-service, full-liquor bar, but they also serve a breakfast and lunch menu for light bites if you want something more than a little snack before you get on the train. And to be honest, some of the people around us were actually ordering some of the menu items, and they actually looked really good, to be honest with you.
All right, here we go. Cheers on our trip down to Miami to hop on our cruise and our 16-year anniversary trip.
Cheers.
The French 75 is so good.
It's a good way to get the vacation anniversary started.
We really had a good time having a few drinks, people watching. It was very relaxing, much more so than an airport before we took our train ride down to Miami.
All right, so we're grabbing our second drink here at the Mary Bar in the Brightline Station, and we decided to try two of their signature cocktails. John got the good old Piggyback, which is a old-fashioned with Piggyback whiskey. I forgot to name it for a second.
Rock
and
candy.
maple syrup. And I got the Mule Skinner, which is a Moscow Mule with lychee, and I love lychee, so I can't wait to try it. There we go.
Cheers.
Cheers. Ooh.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
gonna
really
put
good.
lychee in every meal I have from now on.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be a interesting train ride to Miami.
That's our train coming down the track now.
Morning, Brightline guests. We are currently boarding the 11:50 a.m. train to Miami with stops in West Palm Beach, Boca Raton, Fort Lauderdale, and Ventura on track 2. Please proceed downstairs to the platform. Again, this is the 11:50 a.m. train to Miami on track 2. Enjoy the ride and have a great day.
You can't tours anyway.
The boarding process is fairly easy. You just find the car number that matches the one on your ticket. Now, if you have a premium or smart ticket, you're going to find that you have an assigned seat. If you have a Smart Saver ticket, you will not have a seat assigned to you. So not sure how that works, but again, if you do have one of the other two tickets, you will have an assigned seat. The seat numbers and letters are on the bottom of the luggage rack and top. Almost similar to an airline. Now, if you didn't bring snacks, if you didn't have a chance to grab snacks, don't worry. They have a variety of options on the train for you. They have everything from bento boxes, sandwiches, breakfast foods, drinks, combos, alcohol, all the essentials, and some extras. Now, service isn't traditional. They don't come around to each person's seat and ask you if you need anything. You're going to have to scan the QR code, which is going to be on the back of the seat in front of you, and that's how you're going to go ahead and place your order. You scan the QR code, it'll send them your seat number, you'll put your order in, and they'll bring everything out to you. The bathrooms were clean and spacious, and the buttons made it super simple for the doors to open and close, very modern, and again, there's enough room in there for all types of people traveling. The Brightline train also has plenty of seating options for parties of 2, 4, and anybody else that has any other type of needs while traveling.
All right, y'all. Cheers. We are on the Brightline, headed down from Orlando to Miami for our cruise. And what a great experience so far. Easy onboarding. Boarding starts like 10 minutes before the train leaves. They make a big announcement within the terminal. Everybody gets on the train. You assign seats. It's great. We ordered some veuve. We brought our little charcuterie box from Publix, and we are just enjoying the ride. It's really great and really quiet, too.
Yeah, it definitely is. It's very quiet. It's very peaceful. And yet, pro tip, Order a charcuterie box from the Publix deli. It cost you what, about $24?
$24.99.
$24.99. It's delicious. We've been snacking and eating and drinking since we got on the train, and there's people around us that are still waiting on service. So do yourself a favor, get a little $24 charcuterie box at Publix. Yeah. Pro hack.
You can bring all food and drink as long as it's non-alcoholic. So, and the great thing was too, we were having a bottle of Prosecco at the bar at the Brightline Station. We weren't able to finish it, and they gave it to us to go right on the train. So don't worry about being rushed. It's totally different feel from an airport. Way less stress.
Yeah, honestly. Absolutely. Cheers, y'all.
Cheers. We'll see you when we get to Miami.
And just like that, after a quick 3-hour ride of snacking and enjoying champagne and not being stuck in traffic, we are in Miami and we are ready to hop in an Uber, head to the port, and board our cruise. Now we're going to take you from the train baggage claims, and then we're going to give you our final thoughts. For baggage pickup that you may have checked, just find the signage for baggage claim and wait for them to bring the bags out to you. Now again, little disclaimer, it's not the quickest, but eventually your bags will make it out to you and you can continue on your journey.
All right, y'all. Well, we have made it to downtown Miami on the Brightline, and it was actually a great ride. I mean,
it was awesome.
It went really fast. A lot of exciting things to say. I'm one of those people that loves to just sit and look out the window and watch everything go by. So it was a great time. Really, I can say a lot more pleasurable than being in that car for 5 hours.
That's for sure. The most exciting thing for me was the charcuterie box we bought and the wine we bought. But hey, you know, to each his own.
Exactly. Well, we're here, and let's check out what Miami has to offer.
All right. If you can dig this video, please give a thumbs up, share, subscribe. We really appreciate it. And until next time, cheers.
Cheers.